Hello and welcome to e-GMAT. We will solve question number 101 of OG Verbal 2nd edition by using e-GMAT 3-step process. In the first step, we will understand the meaning of the sentence. In the second, we will evaluate the errors in the sentence, and finally, we will review all the answer choices to get to the correct answer. So let's begin. The Federalist Papers, a strong defense of the United States Constitution and important as a body of work in political science as well, represents the handiwork of 3 different authors. This sentence presents a few facts. It says that the Federalist Papers are firstly a strong defense of the US Constitution and secondly an important body of work in political science. These papers represent the handiwork of 3 different writers. Now let us evaluate the errors by splitting the sentence into its clauses. Since there's only one subject-verb pair in this sentence, we have only one clause here. The Federalist Papers is the subject and represents is the verb. Now singular represents does not agree in number with plural subject the Federalist Papers. Hence, we have subject verb number agreement error in this sentence. Notice that papers is not written with capital P. Hence, it's not a proper noun here. It is a plural noun here. Also, 2 characteristics of the Federalist Papers have been mentioned in this sentence which are not grammatically parallel to each other. A strong defense of the United States Constitution is a noun phrase, whereas important as a body of work in political science as well is an adjective phrase. Now, noun phrase lies in the non-underlined portion of the sentence. Therefore, the adjective phrase has to be changed into a noun phrase to make both these entities grammatically parallel to each other. So we have parallelism error in this sentence. Also notice that plural noun papers can be modified using singular noun phrase if it makes logical sense. Here, the Federalist Papers are a strong defense of the US Constitution. If we say that papers are strong defenses, it would not be correct. The papers on a whole are one strong defense. Let's see a few examples to understand this. Now, this line appeared in an article that was published in the New York Times on November 25, 1998, and it reads, "The documents were a copy of a set of documents already in our possession." Now here, the plural, the documents has been modified using a singular noun phrase, a copy of a set of documents. Now the author wants to suggest here that the entire bunch of document formed one single copy of a set of documents, and hence the use of a copy of a set to modify plural the documents is correct. Let's take another example. This line appeared in the article again published in the New York Times but on July 5th, 1994, and it reads, "He met with Mr. McDougall, a University of Arkansas fraternity brother, whose comments and documents were a basis for the original article." So as per this sentence, comments and documents together formed a single basis for the original article. Hence, use of singular noun phrase is absolutely correct to modify a plural noun entity. Well, now let us run the POE to find out which answer choice corrects the subject-verb number agreement error and the parallelism error in this sentence. Well, choice A certainly does not, as we discussed just now. Choice B is the correct answer because now the adjective phrase has been turned into a noun phrase, so both the characteristics of the Federalist Papers are now grammatically parallel to each other. Also, represents has been turned into represent to agree in number with plural papers. So choice B is the correct answer. Let's take a look at choice C now. Well, in choice C, the use of is representing is not correct because this sentence is giving out general facts about the Federalist Papers. So all the information must be written in simple present tense. Also, singular verb is representing has been used with plural subject papers, which is incorrect. Again, this phrase, a body of work of importance, is wordier than the phrase an important body of work. So these three errors make choice C incorrect. Let's take a look at choice D now. Well, choice D is incorrect because it has similar subject verb error and verb tense error as we found in choice C. Also, this choice suggests that the US Constitution is an important body of work in political science, and hence it distorts the intended meaning of the sentence. Also, and before has been implies that the federal papers have performed some other activity other than being a representative. However, the first portion of the sentence does not have any verb, so this leads to a fragment. So these errors make choice D incorrect. Let's take a look at choice E now. Well, the phrase after and does not even make any sense in the sentence. The papers are not as political science is absolutely ungrammatical and illogical. Also, a strong defense of the US Constitution is not grammatically parallel to as political science. So these errors make choice E incorrect. So as we found out earlier, choice B is the correct answer for this sentence. This brings us to the takeaway messages. All the subject verb pairs in the sentence must agree in number with each other. The entities in a parallel list must be grammatically as well as logically parallel to each other. The general facts must always be written in simple present tense or simple past tense depending upon the context of the sentence. Also, we must be wary of choices that distort the original intended meaning of the sentence. Also, we must avoid wordy expressions to avoid any sort of ambiguity in understanding the meaning of the sentence. The concepts tested in this sentence have been covered in e-GMAT concepts level 1 subject verb agree in number, level 1 verb tenses part 1, level 1 parallelism identify and correct, and level 1 parallelism helpful tips.